Thank you so much for that, Harish. And we are now getting some breaking news as we are learning that the Supreme Court has questioned Madhya Pradesh's minister's apology. The Supreme Court has asked if it were, in fact, crocodile tears to wriggle out of legal proceedings. The Supreme Court has further pulled up Vijay Shah for his remarks against Colonel Sofiya Qureshi. An important update that's coming in from the Apex Court. Ananya has more details. Ananya, wrapped there by the Supreme Court on Vijay Shah.
Definitely strong words coming in from the Supreme Court as far as Vijay Shah is concerned, and statement against Colonel Sofiya Qureshi is concerned post, Operation Sindoor. And what is very, very important to note is that the Supreme Court has formed a 3-member SIT consisting of 3 senior IPS officers, including a women officer who are from outside Madhya Pradesh, to probe the remarks that have been made by, Vijay Shah against Colonel Sofiya Qureshi. The Supreme Court also slammed Vijay Shah over his remarks against Qureshi, saying that the kind of apology that he's given out and the kind of tears he has are nothing more than crocodile tears, and that is something the Supreme Court is very concerned about. It's very satisfied that the FIR requires to be investigated by the SIT, directly recruited IPS officers from MP cadre, but not who belong to the MP cadre would be involved in this in particular investigation. We have to see as to how things pan out and what happens next. So definitely a tough word coming in for Vijay Shah as far as his remarks against Colonel Sofiya Qureshi.
So, Ananya, it's safe to mention that his plea is not going to be entertained by the Supreme Court at the moment, and we had seen how the party was also mulling punitive action against Shah.
Definitely, the party is mulling punitive action against Shah. The Supreme Court definitely having no kind of a rebate for, in fact, Vijay Shah in this particular matter. In fact, going as far as to say that he said we are proud of our army, and we repeat, we are proud of our army. In fact, you are raising this genuine regret. We are rejecting the argument is what, in fact, the Supreme Court went on to say. So now the Supreme Court has created a 3-member SIT. One of the officers would be a woman officer in this particular SIT. So we'll have to watch this how things pan out and whether Vijay Shah will be able to secure a relief from the Supreme Court or not.
Right. Ananya, do stay on with us. Let's take a look at an advocate's reaction that is coming in on this update from the Supreme Court.
नहीं, ये इंसिडेंस 12 मई का है। 12 मई के बाद में 19 मई तक आज तक कोई भी इनके तरफ से रिग्रेट नहीं किया गया है। इन सब बिंदुओं को लेके आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ऑब्जर्व किया कि ये निहायती जिस तरीके का एक्ट है ये वाकई में दुर्भाग्यजनक है।
निंदा जरूर की पर अरेस्ट पे स्टे लगा दिया।
सब्जेक्ट टू द कोऑपरेशन है और सिर्फ 28 मई तक के लिए इनको अरेस्ट पे स्टे है। बाकी एसआईटी की रिपोर्ट देखने के बाद में और क्या अपराध इंगित होता है उसके बाद में निर्णय होगा।
एसआईटी के जो 3 मेंबर होंगे,
एसआईटी के जो 3 मेंबर होंगे उसमें सीनियर लेवल के आईपीएस होंगे जो मध्य प्रदेश कैडर के तो होंगे, मगर मध्य प्रदेश के बाहर के रहने वाले व्यक्ति होंगे। उसमें एक आईजी लेवल का व्यक्ति हेड करेगा, उसमें एक वुमेन आईपीएस की रिक्वायरमेंट नेसेसरी है।
Ananya, so a stay on arrest has only been given to the 28th of May for Vijay Shah. What happens, during that time? Because we are also looking at an SIT team that has been that is yet to constitute, because they are looking for a woman IPS officer, and that's an important and very, very significant move, because that perspective needs to be looked at, because here in this case this was a remark against not just a noted officer, Colonel Sofiya Qureshi, but it was obviously offending the modesty of a woman.
Definitely, it is in fact not only hitting the modesty of a woman, but also a decorated officer of the Indian Army. In fact, the Supreme Court constantly and repeatedly said that we are proud of our armed forces and the kind of action they've done in operations. In fact, when the matter was heard first, by way of urgent mentioning by IGP Argavi, he had also made certain similar statements, and now the matter being before the judge number 2 of the Supreme Court, just to Kant, going as far as to say that the nation is ashamed of you to Vijay Shah. I think that is very, very crucial. The arrest has been given out because the report of the SIT needs to be studied by the Supreme Court. The SIT would go on and investigate as far as the kind of statements that Vijay Shah has made. So we'll have to wait to watch how things pan out. And, what will be the action of the Supreme Court in the next day.
Right, absolutely. Ananya, thank you so much for that. So Supreme Court really claiming that all that apology is rather crocodile tears by Vijay Shah. We'll leave it at that. My colleague Kritzween is up next.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18. the undisputed leader of news networks. Way ahead of the times.